Disaster strikes, leaving a Valley family stranded in another country.
Told my mom, I don't know how to get you out of there.
Plus, a desperate search for a local mother, how far her family is willing to go to find her.
And right now, police are searching for this man after a vicious bus stop attack.
An 86-year-old man is robbed and beaten nearly to death, and all just for $3.
It happened in North Las Vegas off Cheyenne near Pecos, but something positive is coming out of all this. Some good guys are stepping in to help a perfect stranger. Action News reporter Jackie Heinrich is joining us now with more on that. Jackie.
Yeah, that elderly man has no wife and no children, but he does have people who consider him family. Most importantly, the McDonald's employee who served him coffee for the last 15 years, and now the business owner who caught his attacker on camera. They're all working to nurse that man back to health and get him justice.
Richard Watanabe's life may have ended in this parking lot as those who care.
He's been like my grandpa.
Now, Richard is still recovering here at UMC, but he's a fighter. He remembers everything, and he says that once police get a suspect, he wants to pull that man out of a lineup. But first, he'll have to undergo reconstructive surgery. Reporting live at UMC, I'm Jackie Heinrich, Channel 13 Action News.
Thanks, Jackie. We hope he's going to be okay. 2 people shot by police last year are filing a lawsuit against Metro. Angel Landeros and Amelia Villalba say that they were planning to sell a car to Roberto Torres in February of last year. At the same time, Torres was wanted in the shooting of his girlfriend, which is when officers tracked him down. Torres reportedly pulled a gun and opened fire. Police shot back, but Landeros and Villalba were wounded during the exchange. They're suing Metro for negligence. No comment from the department.
The families of 4 people killed in a helicopter crash near Lake Mead will get $16 million. A jury came out against Sundance Helicopters in a wrongful death case. 5 people were killed in the 2011 crash, including the pilot. The passengers were 2 married couples, newlyweds from India, and a Kansas couple celebrating their 25th anniversary.
8 months ago today, a local mother vanished. Tonight, her family is still desperate for answers and raising the reward for information leading to the arrest of the person responsible for her disappearance. Action News reporter Spencer Lubitz is joining us now live with a story you're seeing first on Action News. Spencer.
Steve, 8 months later, and Metro says they have no new leads in the disappearance of Irma McCurcheon. But her family believes there are people living here in the valley who know something about the crime. And they're hoping by increasing the reward to $12,000, one of those people may finally talk.
I believe somebody knows something.
Shortly after his sister disappeared,
we must stop him.
And McCurcheon says anyone with information who's interested in receiving the reward should call Metro Police immediately. You can do so anonymously by calling the Crime Stoppers tip line. That number is 702-385-5555. Reporting live in the studio this evening, Spencer Lubitz, Channel 13 Action News.
All right, Spencer, hopefully they'll get a break in that case. Well, one woman is behind bars tonight accused of killing another inside her apartment this week. A memorial is growing outside the apartment on Alexander and MLK, where Bonnie Rice was found dead on Saturday. Police arrested 44-year-old Christine Sanchez on charges of murder and robbery. They say Sanchez shot Rice several times, then took off in her car. Police say the 2 women did know each other, but haven't given details.
New information tonight on the man who crashed his pickup truck into the front of the Stratosphere Hotel. DA Steve Wolfson now says drug tests for Ryan Brown weren't complete, so there wasn't enough evidence at that point to charge him or keep him in jail. Brown was released Monday and committed suicide the next day. No one was injured in last week's crash. The man charged with the murder of an 8-year-old girl in Bullhead City says he's not guilty. Justin Rector entered a plea this afternoon in court. He says police say that he killed Isabella Grogan Canella and dumped her body in a shallow grave near her home. Rector was staying with Bella's family when she disappeared earlier this month.
Rancher Cliven Bundy is speaking out about a lawsuit over one of his cows. He says there is no proof one of his cows was involved in a car crash that sent a woman to the hospital. Danielle Beck claims that she was a passenger in the car that was totaled after slamming into the cow on the freeway near Mesquite. She's now suing Bundy for medical expenses.
New developments tonight on the growing number of domestic violence scandals involving NFL players. League Commissioner Roger Goodell broke his silence today after 4 cases emerged in only 10 days. Goodell says he won't resign because he's going to fix the problem. ABC's Carolyn Costello reports from New York.
I'm not satisfied with what we did. I let myself down. I let everybody else down.
On discipline. Carolyn Costello, ABC News, New York.
Local advocates against domestic violence are responding to Goodell's statements tonight. The people at SafeNest say things are moving in the right direction, but the punishment is being mishandled.
In order to have a ramification, it needs to be something that is handled very consistently. And they've had the time to really kind of develop this, and they haven't. And that's been disappointing.
But Chapman says when domestic violence is thrust into the spotlight, it can lead to real change, which is starting to happen in the NFL.
In less than 2 weeks, the Las Vegas City Council will make some big decisions on the proposed downtown soccer stadium. But tonight, the swing vote says right now she's not in support of the project. Councilwoman Lois Tarkanian says she would reject the deal if the vote was today. She says developer Cordish Finley would have to significantly reduce the public portion of the financing. The amount is currently $150 million.
What number would you like to see that public percentage get down to?
Well, I'd like to see it get down to 0. That's what I'd like to see it get down to. Okay. But I also know that sometimes if it's a very small amount that it's worthwhile because of other incentives it does for businesses and things.
Mm-hmm. The project is scheduled to come back before the council October 1st. Well, boxing champ Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be facing some tough questions. ESPN is reporting he's being called before the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They want him to answer questions about possible unsafe training conditions at the Mayweather Gym in Las Vegas. It comes after an episode of Showtime's All Access where 2 boxers get into a bad fight. Mayweather is due before the commission on Tuesday.
This was an important day for the Clark County School District. The official student head count was taken, which is used to determine school funding. This year, there are 318,597 students enrolled. That's a new record for 3 years running and up nearly 4,000 from last year.
It was supposed to be a fun family getaway, but it's become a vacation nightmare. Coming up, a local family is stuck in Mexico after a hurricane tore through, while loved ones can only wait and watch from hundreds of miles away.
And this was an exciting day for Apple fans, but for one man, it might have been a little too exciting. We'll show you what happened to his brand new iPhone 6 on live television, and here's a hint. There's a little gravity involved.
When do you ever get applause for buying a phone? Right in that line right there. Applause for buying a telephone. All right, take a look. Got 73 degrees overnight. You can see the temperatures will be dropping, and then they'll be back up again. 7 a.m., 76 degrees, and then 83 by 9 a.m. And we might even throw in a thunderstorm tomorrow. I'll tell you why coming up.